everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a shaker card for the Lawnscaping Challenge blog. This card goes along with the current challenge, the color scheme and Halloween theme for your challenge. So I have a piece of pattern paper. This is from the Fawn Into the Woods collection, and these hexagon dies from Spellbinders. So I'm using 3 different sizes, and I'm just placing them with washi tape, and then I will run it through my Cuddle Bug. This is a little bit of a different shaker card than I've made before because I'm going to be putting it together a little differently. Both ways I think are just as easy, so it's just personal preference. I'll remove my dies from there. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take a piece of clear acetate. You can also use packaging from other items that you have, such as your Spellbinders. And I'm going to take my powder bag and just go over it just to remove any static. That way the sequence will not stick to the plastic. And then I'm going to take my Tombow Mono Multi-Glue and just go around the edge. And I'll just glue my acetate into place. That way, obviously, the sequence won't fall out then. Alright, the next up is the time when we put the foam adhesive on. Usually I just use foam adhesive and then I glue it on, but this time I'm just going to be using these 3D foam squares from Best Creation. It makes it a little bit easier because then there's no gluing and no wait time for it to dry. And these foam squares are cheap enough where it doesn't bother me using a whole bunch of them. If they were really expensive, I would just go with the foam, the regular foam, and just glue it on. But I thought this was a faster way to do it. So I went ahead and put it all along the outside edge and then removed the backing from it. So now I can go ahead and pour my sequins in. These are from, it's a combination of sequins from Pretty Pink Posh and Avery Elle. So I have white sequins and then flat silver sequins, and then this mix here that is from Avery Elle. It has like gray, white, and black sequins. It looks like quite a bit, but when you use it in the shaker card, it doesn't look like it's that much. So then I can go ahead and put my back on that. It's just a piece of purple cardstock, and that's the same size as my pattern paper, which is 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. So then my shaker part of the card is done. Now it's time to move on and stamp my images. These are from the Lawn Fawn Monster Mash set. And I'm going to stamp 3 different monsters on a piece of Coordination's 110-pound cardstock with my Tuxedo Black Memento ink. I will be coloring them in with my Copic markers in just a moment, so that's why I chose that ink and cardstock to use. Once I get them stamped down, then I can go ahead and color them in. All of the colors will be listed right in the right-hand corner for you. Alright, so after I finished coloring them, I went ahead and fussy cut them out and then went along the edge with a tuxedo black memento marker. Next, I'm going to stamp my sentiment on a piece of white cardstock, and I cut one of the ends just to look like a fishtail banner. So I'm just going to stamp that right more towards the left-hand side of it because I don't want it to be that long. I just made it extra long so that I'd have enough room in the end. So go ahead and put some adhesive on the back of that and then trim off any excess that I have. And I just used my ATG gun for adhesive, but you could use a liquid glue if you prefer that. Alright, so I got that part done. Now I can adhere that to my white card base. And it does stick up a little bit farther, obviously, than a normal card just because it has all the foam adhesive in it. So you might want to, if you're going to mail something like this, you might want to check first to make sure that it's not too thick. I don't think it is, but just want to double check. Alright, so then I can adhere on my little monsters. And I'm just kind of playing around, seeing how I want them to be on the card front. And once I went ahead and decided, I'm going to use my Tombow Mono Multi-Glue to adhere them into place. I didn't want to use a foam adhesive on the back just because I already used all that foam on the other side and I didn't want to add too much dimension to the card. And then on the front, I'm going to add some more sequins, just a couple to add to the front. And these are the Sparkling Clear from Pretty Pink Posh. I think it just adds a little bit of something to the front of the card, even though you have all those sequins already in there. I just like the look of it with the little monsters. So hopefully you are inspired to create for the current Lawnscaping challenge. I cannot wait to see your cards. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I am doing the holiday card series on my channel. I'm doing videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I will see you back here tomorrow for another holiday card series video. Bye!